Hello everybody, just hopping in quickly before I start my Vlogtober video to say a massive spoiler warning for the next section. I will have it down in the chapters below that it is a spoiler, but yeah, just I got carried away filming this morning and I didn't say spoiler warning. So, massive spoiler warning regarding the Stephen West Mystery Knit-Along Geogradient coming up. Good morning everyone, how are we all today? Oof. I didn't sleep so well last night, to be honest, so I'm a little bit tired today. Yeah, my apologies up front. I'm going to start on a little bit of a somber note, but for me, for the rest of the day, I do want to get this off my chest and out of my head, because then I'll be able to just crack on with the day and just, you know, do my usual running about kind of thing without this trying to figure out how to get my thoughts out. At least I know they're out. So for those who are doing the Stephen West Mystery Knit-Along, you will most likely already know, but unfortunately Stephen has had to change clue 1. The email came through last night just before I went to bed, which is why I ended up not sleeping very well, because I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So basically Stephen has re-released clue 1, and his reasons for doing so I totally understand. It's a very difficult thing, and in total honesty I am completely gutted for us as knitters and for Stephen as well. I can't imagine he's having a great time right now, but I believe he has done the right thing in re-releasing the clue, just to be respectful to everyone. I know for a lot of us it's quite sad because we like to do his designs as they're intended, because his mind is incredible, and I don't know for a fact because I don't know him personally, but I am very, very sure he would never intend to design that sort of image into anything. He's too much of a respectful and loving man, so I don't think he would, personally. And I know that us as knitters making the design, we equally would never have that intent in making it. So yeah, it's a bit of a blow to all of us, really. But these things happen, unfortunately. There are these images that unfortunately do hurt, and yeah, it's out of respect and it's out of understanding, which I totally get. Also, I wanted to note as well that if you are feeling a bit deflated, believe me, I was there. I was totally there last night. I was like, oh my gosh, why is this happening? But I hopefully can help in a little way, because the Mystery Knit-Along is such a wonderful time of year where everybody comes together and we all make the same thing and we all go through it together. And I think that's the key here. We're all going through this together. So reach out to each other, have a chat, brainstorm what you want to do. I know there's some people out there who have already finished clue 2 and they're going to keep it as it is because for them they see something different, and to them it means something different. A lot of people are seeing something that resembles peace, for example. You know, it's completely personal preference, and no one, I believe, is coming from an ill-intended place, because we're crafters at the end of the day. We share love. We don't share hate. Obviously there are the few that do, but we're not going there. We are sharers of love. That's what we are. We respect, we understand, and we make beautiful things at the end of the day. And yeah, that's just how it is, really. That's how I like to think it is. I think I live in a bubble, but yeah, more positivity. Let's do it. So if you are feeling deflated, as I said, like I was last night, feel free to do you. As I say, people are finishing the clue as intended. I personally won't be, because let me just move that. I personally won't be because I have that seed in my head now. If I continued, that seed would be in my head. I wouldn't be knitting it for that image. I would like to turn it around and look at the peaceful suggestions. But for me personally, I am going to take it in a different perspective. So the Ravelry forum, as I said, is an absolutely fantastic resource to check. There are a lot of people on there who have done different colours. So they've done the same design, but they've rearranged the colours, so it is less, so it's different basically. Somebody's rearranged the colours in a way that makes it look like a pinwheel, which looks amazing. It looks so good. And then others are just reversing colours. Some are just using colours D and C together, and then A and B together in different sections. It's brilliant. The stuff that is coming out of the Ravelry forum is brilliant. There's also a lot of support in there as well, so I do highly recommend you checking it out. Me personally, I feel like I've gone too far to figure out. I tried playing with different colour combinations last night, but because I'm almost halfway through, I can't figure it out. Yeah, I can't figure it out at all. Not creatively, in a way that I would be super happy with. So I started thinking along the lines of, I really want to do a Stephen West design because it is a Stephen West pattern. And then I started thinking about the fragmentation shawl. If you've seen it, if you've not seen it, I'll pop it in here. The fragmentation shawl, I absolutely love the way that these colours play together. And I thought, when I looked at what I've done of Clue 1, I thought, actually, this might work for Clue 1, for a new Clue 1. And then I thought, well, I don't quite know how to do it, because although I like to think I can do anything, I know I can't. I do have limitations. And especially last night, my brain was in overdrive and I wasn't doing my best thinking. But equally, I couldn't sleep, so I couldn't wake up fresh and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, as they say. So I then, carrying on through the Ravelry forums, I came across, and I think Stephen has reposted this as well, because the person who has done this version that I'm going to do is actually a test knitter for Stephen, and she did the test knit of this, of Geo Gradient, and she has basically taken what looks like the fragmentation shawl and applied it to Clue 1. It looks beautiful. It really looks beautiful. So I'm going to pop it in here. Her username on Ravelry is Pink Queen Yarns. I will link it below because she's added in her notes of her project page, she's added in how to do this. And I'm so excited. Oh, it looks beautiful. It does look beautiful. So Stephen's new Clue 1 design, it is lovely, don't get me wrong. But for me, I just wanted something a little bit more. If I was going to redo it, I just wanted something a little bit more. And this, doing the fragmentation design using Inez's notes, it's a winner. It's a winner. I'm super, super excited again. Obviously, it's going to be quite a... Yeah, everybody's going to be a bit deflated at the minute. But I think if we can pull together and just start enjoying it again, then yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely fine. So that is what I'm going to do with mine. I have started it, but I'll show you everything. I'll show you where I got to on Clue 1, and I will also show you where I've got to on the new Clue 1 that I'm doing. But yeah, I hope everybody is okay, and that, you know, we're not all too deflated by it. I know, you know, Stephen would want us to enjoy, and as I say, he would never have intended that. And anybody making it, equally, if you have finished Clue 1, total respect, total, you know, you do you. And I think it looks, I did skip ahead on the video and I did have a look at it, and it looks beautiful. It's just a shame that with that seed sown, you know, it is a shame. But if you see something different and you are comfortable and happy, total respect, and I think you should continue as you are. Oh yes, apologies for the somber note, but let's turn it around. Let's make it exciting. Let's enjoy this again, and you know, let's look forward to Clue 2, because Clue 2 is very exciting. And yes, I'm going to get on with my day, so I will see you all in a little bit. Hello everybody, just doing a quick afternoon check-in. It is about 1:15 and we are just getting ready for our event on Zwift at 2. So we're just going to get all the setup done. My partner's upstairs just sorting out his setup and getting himself ready. I am ready to go. Well, my person is, my equipment isn't, because I need to take my laptop upstairs. But yes, hopefully I'm not too tired. I do feel pretty tired, but yeah, we'll see how we get on. It should take me between an hour and a half to 2 hours to do the route today. It is 3 little sisters today. It's stage 1. And yeah, I am very excited. I think I'd be more excited if I wasn't so tired, but that's my own fault. So yeah, wish us luck. I will try and get some footage, but no promises there. Yeah, wish me luck. I am back for my final check-in of today. My apologies for the lack of footage. It's been quite a choppy day today. I've not long finished my bike ride. I've just realised you can probably hear that my partner is still on his bike. We had some technical issues, so it meant that he decided to start an hour after my start. So he is still going. He'll probably finish soon, I imagine. But I really wanted to get this I really wanted to get this final check-in filmed while he's still on his bike, and my sincerest apologies if you can hear that rumbling. The bike is directly above me, and there's not a lot I can do about that because I want to get this filmed and edited and out to you today. So, yes. Right, first things first, I want to show you something a little bit different from the MKAL, because I sat down and I thought I really want to do some work on one of my Toft projects. And this project I've had sitting in a little bag. It's all finished, all the parts are finished, I just need to put it together. And it is one of these birds of Christmas. It is the 6th bird of Christmas, which is Lydia the Goose. Here she is, she's still in pieces, but she has a leg attached. So I have made a start at least. So here she is, obviously not very wonderfully ready, but she has a leg at least, so that is great. Hopefully that will encourage me to finish her, but yeah, I thought I'd just show you her and what I've done a little bit of. But yeah, I do plan to hopefully finish her soon. Whether it'll be today, I doubt it, because I am a little bit in the swing of my new clue for the mystery knit along. Now, thank you so much if you sat through my little spiel at the start. I really appreciate that. It was just one of those times that I really wanted to get my thoughts out, as I said, before I started the day, because at least I could start the day knowing that I'd got my thoughts out, which was great. And yeah, I feel really good about the clue that I'm working on now. Not that I didn't about the previous clue. The previous clue, as I said before, it is beautiful, but it's just, unfortunately, it is one of those things, and I do feel for Stephen and everybody really. But what I will show you, so massive spoiler warning, I'm about to show you clue 1 of Stephen West's Mystery Knit Along Geo Gradient. I'm going to show you where I got to yesterday. I think I'd nearly done halfway basically on the old clue. So I will show you what I had done, but bear in mind this is going to get ripped back, but I just wanted to show you and express some thoughts really. So this is where I'd gotten to, and I think my colours are looking really, really nice together. So this is almost halfway. You'll have to excuse that I'm not entirely sure what is there we go. Okay, there, kind of, no, still hasn't fixed it. But there we go. That's kind of my one. What I was loving about this was just how the colours just interplay with each other. So this is the last section that I was doing. I just really enjoyed how the colours were playing with each other, and how my colours in particular were looking next to each other. It is such a shame that, you know, things have panned out the way they have, but that is the way things go, and we adapt. And yeah, I'm really pleased with how my new clue is coming along. I've learned a lot from this. So the way I'm viewing this is the prologue to GeoGradient. For me, that's how I'm viewing it. So yeah, I will rip this out as I go, because I will use certain sections when I get to certain size. I've got it in my head. I was very good as well. Look, I tied in loads of ends. I tied loads in. There's still obviously loads left to tie in, but I tied loads in around here. I was so proud of myself. But never mind. I think that's the beauty of knitting, is that you can rip back, you know, and you get the joy of re-knitting, if you will. But yes, this is my prologue. Yes, and now I am, as I expressed in my opening video, my apologies for how long it was as well, but I just, as I said, thoughts had to come out. So I am now going in the direction of one of the test knitters for GeoGradient, and Inez did an absolutely beautiful version, and it was like she was pulling it out of my brain. I had this vision of using the fragmentation shawl as a blueprint for what I had in mind. I just don't have the capacity to think much further than that, unfortunately. But the lovely Inez sorted it, and she has been so wonderful and provided us the instructions if we so choose to follow her lead, and I have. So I will be including below, I think I said it in the start, I forget what I said, but I think I said that I will include links to both the Ravelry forum and to Inez's project page for GeoGradient for this particular clue that I'm doing. So my new clue one, I have started. It is in 4 sections, and I'm only on section 1, but that's fine. I will get there. It's all good. But this is how far I've got so far. So this is my first section of my new clue 1 for the mystery knit along, and yeah, I think I can't wait to see it actually start connecting to the other sections, because I think these colours are going to absolutely sing, like they're just going to sing. It starts off with a provisional cast on. So Inez explains you can either just cast on as you would ordinarily, and then you can pick up the stitches for the next clue, or you can do a provisional cast on. The way I do provisional cast ons is I use a crochet hook and I do it across the needle. Now the tutorial that I usually use on YouTube is by, let me check, Pearl Soho, her provisional cast on video. So definitely check that out if you are thinking of going in this direction and you want to do the provisional cast on. It just means that when you rip this provisional yarn out, you've got the live stitches there and they're ready, so you don't have to pick up any stitches. It does make life a bit easier, but equally it also makes life harder because you've still got to do this provisional cast on part. If you're not comfortable, just cast on. But yeah, there's many different options out there. Check the Ravelry forum, it is very, very inspiring. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this, and I'm really looking forward to seeing it when I start adding the other sections in. So hopefully tomorrow I will be able to show you a lot more, because let me tell you, I'm exhausted. The bike ride was, I think, how many? It was 38 kilometers today, and we had to go up 3 mountains. I say mountains, they weren't mountains, but they were kind of they weren't the highest mountains in the game, basically. And the nice thing about the game is it works with the trainers. So our trainers increase the tension. If you're going up a hill, it'll increase the tension, so it makes it a lot harder. So it simulates going up a hill on a bike. Equally, if you're going down a hill, it becomes a lot easier, and it simulates going downhill on a bike. It's very clever, it is really clever. My partner's trainer also simulates if you're going over a different surface, say for example cobbles, it will simulate that sort of rumble. I'm glad I don't have that trainer, to be honest, because today, yeah, we were going over planks and things, and I think my partner's gonna have a bit of a rough time. But yeah, it was really good fun, really enjoyed it. I am definitely not as fit as I hoped I was, Definitely not. I got left in the dust. There are a lot of very fit people out there, and yeah, I think I came 299th out of 367, I think it was. So yeah, not very good. But I am very proud of myself because I finished, and I did it in just above the time that I wanted to do. I wanted to finish in an hour and a half. I did an hour and 33. So I'm pleased with that time. And my legs are tired, so tomorrow it is yoga. Definitely get some stretching in. I also have a lovely smoothie with some protein in there for a beverage. And tonight we are having steak and chips, you know, a bit of extra protein to repair those tired muscles. So that's the plan. Yeah, I don't generally record much after, say, about 4 o'clock. It's 4:30 now. And the reason for that is I like to have a good wind down before bed. I mean, I'm making it sound like I do go to bed very early. I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I will sit and read a book, and I will probably fall asleep around 10 o'clock. The only reason for that is because I get up at 5:30 in the morning. My body is so used to it, it wakes me up at 5. So yes, I like to get my 8 hours in. 8 hours of sleep is very precious. If you can get it in, yes, get it in. But yes, so I'm an early to bed, early to rise. That's me. So yeah, I like to have that time in the evening. Obviously I'm cooking, I'm spending time with my partner, so that's why you don't get a lot of footage in the evening. I will try to do some footage, but yeah, that's just generally why you're not seeing footage around about that time. But yes, as I say, I'm a morning person, so once the sun has risen and the light is better, I do try my best to record videos for you. That being said, I really hope that you're enjoying these Vlogtober videos. I understand that today is a little bit different because of the news that we all received yesterday. So obviously I wanted to address that, and I also don't want to make these videos too long. Right, so that being said, I thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely amazing evening or morning, afternoon, you know, wherever you are in the world, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.